Good morning to all. Thanks for joining us here this morning. This is Matt Tour calling on this morning with you. I'm a marketing specialist here at IMS. Been here for over 20 years, so seen a lot of changes over the years. We are seeing the best rates we've seen here since about 95 and 96, so about 20, 25 years on interest rates right now. Best rates we've seen in the MYG market for many years. So great opportunity for you in the field to sell MYGA business with much better rates than we've seen for many years. And we saw a ton of business coming in last year based on these higher interest rates. We're actually starting to see rates go back up a little bit based on what the market's been doing. Interest rates have started to jump across the board. That's leading to see rates going up some with some of these carriers. So definitely a good opportunity right now to lock in some really good rate returns for a number of years for your clients. Anytime you can get over 5% rate guarantee, that was unheard of 2 years ago, and really a great chance for your clients to take advantage of these great rates. We'll go ahead and get things going here. We do continue to offer our new producer bonus program. You can qualify for different levels of prizes based on your initial premium in the first 6 months of being contracted, first 180 days. So definitely a very solid opportunity for you to earn some great incentives based on your production. We have a lot of really good seminar systems. We do have a iPad, cash, marketing reimbursement. You have a lot of different options to choose from based on your production level. And you do have plenty of time to qualify for these. So definitely a great offer we have here through IMS. We also have our referral program. You refer an agent to IMS, you will get $50 once they do get contracted. There are overrides based on their production, and you can get 20 basis points based on their indexed premium. They get 10 basis points based on their MYGAs. Great if you earn some nice quarterly bonuses based on how we pay these out. We also have our marketing reimbursement program. We reimburse $100 for every $100,000 of indexed annuity premium, and you can get that paid out when you send your receipts in. We do reimburse half of your costs. So if you had a $2,000 bill you send in, and we reimburse up to $1,000 based on your marketing balance. So a great way for IMS to take full hold of helping you with your marketing expenses, and a great thing to have someone else help you with those costs. We have checks that go out every day from our office based on that. So a great opportunity for us to help you with those marketing expenditures, which continue to go up. We do have a great back office support team. We have a great new business squad. We've got some great people in the creative team that can help you out with advertising. We also have a good contracting team, help you get licensed up with the carriers you want to represent. It's always great to have someone else handling some of the heavy lifting on the administrative side, so you can spend more time in the field. We've got a great service team that can also help you out with that in-service business. You might need a form, you might need something changed. They can help you with all that material, and really a good program we offer through IMS. We also utilize Firelight for the e-applications. I know that a majority of our companies utilize Firelight. Really makes things simpler and getting business submitted, and then having the business go through as quickly as possible, given the duration of these contracts regarding application size, and also trying to get the programs through suitability wise and getting money from other carriers definitely takes time these days. So most of our companies, as I said, do utilize Firelight. There's a couple that use their own system on their websites, so to keep that in mind. but we see about 60% of our business right now coming in on e-applications. Just a couple of years ago, that was more like 20%, so it's gone up dramatically. Really helps with the expediency of getting business through the channels and less interpreting underwriting, or handwriting, I should say, and less missing forms or missing pieces of the app where you didn't fill out half the page or something that is not allowed on these e-apps. They make sure everything's completed before they let you get to the signing stage. So great program there. Otherwise, we got a great creative team that can help you designing website development. Maybe you want to do a social media campaign. Maybe you want to do an email campaign that can help you with all those details. Help you with maybe you want to revamp your company brochure look, revamp your colors of your brochure. That can really guide you in that direction. So definitely a good situation there with that creative team. We also have our own website here. IMS has been up for probably about 20 years now. It's imsinc.com. Really good website you can go to download forms. Maybe you want to get a quote on income riders or get the latest interest rates on a 5-year rate guarantee in the state of Connecticut for an 85-year-old. You can plug all that information in. It's going to give you the best rates based on that situation. So really a super great tool to use when you're looking for specific rates for individuals based on specific ages. We also have our latest rate sheet on the line there. We also have our indexed programs. So a lot of good stuff. You can compare index strategies, which ones have done the best the last 5-10 years, and really a good tool to use on that side also. As a licensed agent, you do have access to the Retirement Analyzer software program. Top of the line, client-oriented software that you can print off some really good details on where they stand today towards retirement, what they need to save the next 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years to retire comfortably. This software, you can plug in all kinds of variables. Throw the turbulent economic times. You can throw in premature death of one of the spouses. You can throw in nursing home stays, a lot of different stuff you can put in this software. And it's going to kick out a really good report, good color, different graphs, really good stuff you can utilize on that end. We do have a wealth management side to IMS now. This has been going on for a few years. I know we've seen a big increase in agents utilizing that side of the business. I know that of our top 30 agents, I bet 25 of them now have their securities license, where that used to be 2. So dramatically gone up on the number of people that have picked up their securities license. If you do have interest in looking more into this, I can have our specialist on that side, Duncan Smith, give you a call, go over some details on what IMS has to offer in that channel. I know some great investment platforms. The fees that clients pay are lower than most, and really a great way for you to have both sides of the market covered, the insurance side and also the security side. If you'd like to get some additional information on what Duncan can help you out with, maybe you want to get your Series 65 taken, he can help you out with that. He can help you out with maybe you need some study guides, whatever it might be. I know Duncan's a great source for that. But once again, if you do have interest, I'll leave this open for another 20 seconds here. Be glad to get that information over to you, get you up and running on that side. If there's interest, we'll definitely have one of our specialists give you a call on that side. So definitely keep that in mind. Get that closed up now. I know we also offer our academies. We have a life and annuity academy we put on about once every 4 to 5 months now. We do have one coming up in May. It's going to be in Des Moines. We do take care of most of your expenses. A great way to come in and learn some additional details on what's kind of hot in the marketplace right now, what we can help you out with regarding specific casework. They have some great presenters Some really good stuff that we have at these meetings. I'm gonna go ahead and get that poll launched here in a second. But if you do have interest in coming out to one of our academies, I know that our next one is going to be in Des Moines in May. Probably do another one sometime in July or August. That'll probably be here in Omaha. But if you do have interest in coming out to one of those meetings, mark off yes on the poll I just launched out there. We typically bring in some of our higher producing agents, a couple of them. They'll have a little roundtable discussion. You can bounce questions off of them. They'll go over what they use in the field to get in front of more people, close more sales. A lot of really good information they'll cover at these meetings. So if you do have interest in coming out to one of those, definitely mark off yes, and we'll go ahead and bring in one of those meetings. Definitely worth your time. I know we always see a pretty big increase in production from the attendees when they go back to their locations. They pull out the information they picked up here in the meeting itself, take that home and be able to utilize that in front of customers. So definitely a good situation there. If you have interest, I'll leave so about another 10 seconds or so. Be glad to bring you out to one of those meetings, and we do take care of most of your costs. And if you're doing business through IMES currently, pretty much everything will be covered based on those that production you've done with us. I'll go ahead and get that closed up here. But next academy, of course, is the middle of May, the 15th to the 17th. Next one after that will be sometime in July or August. We have our CD replacement kit. I'll be sending this to everyone that did attend today. You get some great details on the advantages of doing an annuity versus CDs. A lot of good stuff on there. You can look at some prospecting letters, some different presentations. There'll be comparison charts based on what's better for which side of the business based on CDs versus annuities. Some great stuff we'll include in that program. We'll be going over about 10 to 12 companies here today, kind of going over the strengths on kind of where rates are right now, what their strengths are with these specific carriers. We've got a lot of good choices right now, a lot of good companies. We'll go ahead and get started with Americo Life. It's a 5-year rate guarantee they have on their Platinum Assure 5. A-rated company, 5.45 is the interest rate. You have a 10% free withdrawal starting in the first year. Going forward, it does have a full death benefit and has nursing home and hospital confinement waivers. I believe that Americo goes down to $5,000 in deposit, so they do go to a little bit lower deposit level, and definitely a great combination there. Nassau Re, B double plus rated company, been doing business with us for a while. They have 5 and 7 year rate guarantee options. You can see their 5-year rate with no withdrawals is at 560. If you want the 10% free withdrawals, it drops the rate to 540 on the 5-year. Their 7-year rate is at 565 with no withdrawals. If you want those free withdrawals, it drops the rate to 545. Minimum deposit with Nassau is 10 grand. This is a 30-day revolving window program, so at the end of 5 or 7 years, if you don't move your money within 30 days, it's going to renew for another 5 years. It is issued to age 85. So it does go to higher issue ages. Really a strong combination. Atlantic Coast Life, really good company we have. They have a little bit different type of plan. They have a bonus first year rate. You can see the 5-year rate right now is at 6.55 with the 5.55 base guarantee years 2 through 5. This is kind of a chassis program. If you want to add additional features onto that, it does reduce the rates. You can see that the interest withdrawals is 5 basis points cost. If you want the 10% free withdrawal, the basis point cost is 15 basis points. And if you want a full death benefit feature, that is going to cost 25 basis points. So stripped down version, there's no fees, but you're not going to have free withdrawals. You're not going to have the full death benefit. If you want to add some of those features on, that will reduce your rates. So definitely keep that in mind. Sentinel Life is a sister company to Atlantic Coast. They're more of your traditional straight line rate. You can see their 5-year rate right now is at 5.75. Their 7-year rate's at 560, and their 10-year rate's at 545. Again, you do have the rates will be reduced based on costs. If you want the RMD rider, that cost is 16 basis points. If you want the 10% free withdrawals, that's 8 basis points. You get the death benefit feature at 35 basis points. Most states, this plan's available to age 90 with Sentinel. They do go to a much lower value on deposit at $2,500. Really a strong combination with them. Silac, a company we have available, they have a 2-year and 5-year contract. Their rates aren't quite what we need to see them at, but they are available to age 90. And if you want free withdrawals, the rates are much lower. So we'll go ahead and skip up to Equitrust. Equitrust has a plan called the Choice 4. It has a first-year rate at 6%. The current base rate is 4.5%. So that first year includes a 1.5% bonus. They pay outstanding commissions on a 6-year contract. Commissions at 5.5% to age 80. The plan itself is available to age 85. So if you have someone that's older than 80, that commission's at 4.125. It is a, as I mentioned, a 6-year chassis we see mainly sold. Really good rates on that Choice 4. They also have a really good rate guarantee contract called the Certainty Select. Their 3-year rate currently is at 5.25. Their 5-year rate's at 5.35. Their 8-year rate's at 5.5, and their 10 rate's at 5.60. So really good rates. You have a 10% free withdrawal starting the 2nd year on these contracts. Full death benefit, everything's included. Issue ages up to age 85 in the Choice 4, and the Certainty Select is actually available to age 90. So the Certainty Select does pay a lower comp. It pays 3% on the 5 through 10-year versions, 2% on the 3-year up to age 80. Above age 80, the commission does drop down. You have to call for that number. But really strong programs with Equitrust. Fidelity and Guarantee, another good company. They've got a 3-year rate at 5, 5-year at 5.25, 7-year at 5.35. Available to age 90. You do have interest-only withdrawals with F&G. Commissions from 80 to 90 are reduced by 50%. Currently, the commission on the 3-year rate's at 1.5 to age 80 or 79. The 5-year rate are commissions at 2, and the 7-year commissions at 2.25. So good combination there in those contracts. Clear Spring, another good company we have. They got most of their rates are at 5%, less than 250. 6-year, 8-year, and 10-year. Commissions to age 80 are 2.5 on those 5 through 10-year guarantees. Minimum deposit is $5,000 for qualified money, $10,000 for non. We do see some really good good rates there with them. Good combination. One of the new carriers we've come out with is Aspida. You see their rates are very competitive. They have a 5.1 on a 2-year, 3-year rate of 5.45. That's also the 5-year rate, and their 7-year rates is 5.40. They do charge if you want to take out withdrawals, kind of like what American or Atlantic Coast does. 10 basis points for interest, 20 basis points for 10% free withdrawals starting in year 2. And if you want a full death benefit, that's additional 10 basis points. So do keep that in mind with them. Ibexus, company we have, really strong new carrier we've come out with. They got simple interest rates. You can see their 5-year simple rates at 6.15. You can put as much of that, at least 50%, in the fixed account. And the indexed cap rate is at 7.5. So if the S&P is up over 7.5%, which it was last year, your client's going to make 7.5% on the cap, and they're going to make 6.15 on the fixed side. So Great combination there. You got a 10% free withdrawal starting the second year. You have issue ages to 85 in the 3 and 5 year. The 7 year is available to age 80. They also have a very competitive 5-year indexed annuity. It has an 8% premium bonus. 5-year contract. I believe the commission is right around 5% also. Great combination there. There's the only company we have that has a 5-year contract with an 8% bonus. Has some really good rates on the index strategies. I know their current cap on the S&P is at 7.5. Great combo there. Good combination there with Ibexus. Another good company we have, we recently come out is American Life. They have a plan called the Fusion. It has a 5% 5-year rate guarantee, minimum guarantee. If the S&P index is up 25% or more over that 5-year period, the actual return goes up to 6.97 per year, so almost 7%. It's a 5-year surrender charge, 10% free in years 2 plus. It does pay a 3% commission on e-applications. American Life also has a straight fixed rate guarantee strategies with the American Classic. 5.65% for 3 years, 5.7 for 5. Goes down to $1,000 on deposit. It's available to age 90. Really a strong combination there. If you have specific clients that could use plans like these, definitely give us a call. We'd be glad to help you out. I'm going to launch a quick poll here. If you would like to get more information on some of these programs we discussed today, just mark off yes. We'll go ahead and get that out to you. We also carry Augustar. It's another new company. They're the old Ohio National out of Ohio. They've got some good, decent rates. They're at just over 5% for 3 years, 5 years, or 7 years. The good thing about Ohio National, it's available to some higher issue ages. That 3-year contract is available to 92. The 5-year goes to age 90, and the 7-year goes to age 88. Has a full death benefit, has a free withdrawal of 12% starting in the first year. So you can take out 12% that first year. Moving forward, 12 every year. It has a $10,000 minimum. You can put up to $2 million on this contract. So great combination. Again, if you would like to get some additional information on some of the programs that we covered today, I'll be giving everyone a call post-meeting to kind of go over what we have out there. Really good programs available there in the state, most states. So if you have interest, mark off yes. We'll get you the information out. If you don't have interest, mark off no. We'll leave this open for another 10 seconds or so, then we'll get moving on. I like to keep these webinars under 30 minutes if possible. We are almost done. So great programs there. Again, Augustar, brand new carrier, was the old Ohio National. Rates in the low 5s, 5.05 for 3, 5, or 7 years. 12% free withdrawals is their big additional benefit they have, which no other company has. So great combination there. We do have presence on Facebook and LinkedIn. If you would like to follow us on those social media networks, we'd love to have you on board. Anything that you have questions on, you can type those in now. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and get this wrapped up here in another minute or two. But again, we do have really good annuity rates, anywhere between 2 and 10 years on durations of contracts and rate guarantees. As I mentioned, we have that 5-year indexed annuity with an 8% bonus. Very nice combination there. I know the fixed rates on that are very competitive, up in that 5, 5.5 range. If you're looking for a good 10-year rate, I know Equitrust has about the best 10-year rate out there right now at 5.60. We are starting to see these rates climbing some. We are starting to see a little bump in rates we actually haven't seen in a few months. I think with the Fed not going to be decreasing rates, may actually bump them again. We'll see how this plays out going next couple months. But again, if you do have questions, you can ask those when I call you on the phone here in a number of next few hours. Otherwise, everyone have a great week. Appreciate your attendance today on our meeting. The MYG business has been huge. We saw about 35% of our business last year coming on MYGs, which is way up. That was around 5%. Now it's 35%. Obviously, the rate environment's definitely helped that. And I think that'll continue here through 2024. I think we'll see rates staying pretty steady here for the next number of months. So otherwise, everyone have a great week. Enjoy your late spring, early summer, and we'll speak to you soon. Thank you.